The service of the warrants was part of an ongoing investigation alleging criminal misconduct on the part of Michael Jackson. The basis for this investigation regarding Mr. Jackson involves allegations of child molestation, 288A of the California Penal Code. Additionally, an arrest warrant for Mr. Jackson has been issued on multiple counts of child molestation. The bail amount on the warrant has been set at $3 million.
Would you be the lead chair on a case like this? I know you're retired.
At this point in time, Mr. Jackson's been given an opportunity to surrender himself to the custody of the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Department within a specified period of time. We are currently working with Mr. Jackson's legal representation on this matter. Mr. Jackson has also been directed to surrender his passport when he's taken into custody.
Very busy officer. I haven't given it a passing thought. My feelings about this is that I'm sad that there is another victim out there.
This kind of a crime can turn themselves in, or do you go after them?
More than 60 investigators searched Jackson's Neverland Ranch for 14 hours yesterday. Jackson's lawyer says a 12-year-old boy claims he was molested there. Today, the local district attorney seemed almost gleeful as he spoke to the media. He tried to prosecute Jackson for molestation 10 years ago, but the singer settled a civil suit with the alleged victim in exchange for the boy's silence.
These statements about me are totally false.
No charges were ever filed, but this time the alleged victim is cooperating, and it's easier to file a case thanks to a change in state law.
It has changed, and it was changed specifically because of the 1993-94 Michael Jackson investigation.
Concerns about Jackson's conduct were revived last year when he dangled one of his children off a balcony and told a British interviewer he enjoyed sharing his bed with children.
When you say bed, I'm thinking sexual. They make that sexual. It's not sexual. We're going to sleep.
Jackson's biographer thinks avoiding charges 10 years ago may have made him reckless.
It feels to me like it emboldened him to make a decision to do whatever he wanted to do and live his life his way, and the hell with everybody.
Late today, a Jackson spokesperson called the allegations false and malicious, saying, quote, Michael would never harm a child in any way, and promised the singer would put this nightmare behind him. Vince Gonzalez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Is on short final now for the long runway at Santa Barbara. We were hearing that this aircraft may be connected with the previous aircraft that came in. Again, may be connected with Michael Jackson's arrival. It's a much larger aircraft. As we saw on that other one, we had 3 people get out. This one can take perhaps 12 to 14 passengers. He is rolling out right now on runway 7. none of those people, none of those spectators that were along the fence were able to see him along the route that they're taking right now.
Pop star Michael Jackson surrendered today to authorities in California, where he faces charges of child molestation. Shortly after he was fingerprinted and photographed, the singer released a statement saying, "Lies run sprints, but the truth runs marathons. The truth will win this marathon in court."
And we will stand up. And everybody that knows this family around the world will support us, because at the end of the day, this is nothing but a modern-day lynching. This is what they want to see. Him in handcuffs. You got it. But it won't be for long, I promise you.
Good morning. At 12:05 today, Michael Jackson was taken into custody at the Santa Barbara airport. I think he referred to multiple things.
At 12:05 today, Michael Jackson was taken into custody at the Santa Barbara airport.
Get down, please. Already, for your information at least, he's already posted the bond.
He's come back specifically to confront these charges head on. He is greatly outraged by the bringing of these charges. He considers this to be a big lie. He understands the people who are outraged, because if these charges were true, I assure you Michael would be the first to be outraged.
I can tell you right now, categorically, that based upon this complaint that has been filed, that Michael Jackson is unequivocally and absolutely innocent of these charges. I can also tell you that contrary to what was said during that press conference, that the defense does know what the prosecution thinks they have in this case. I can also tell you that beyond any shadow of a doubt, I know that the investigators, or so-called investigators, do not know what we know.
How are you doing today?
Michael Jackson not only will not flee, Michael Jackson is here, ensconced, ready to fight. He is strong, he is defiant, as well he should be, because he knows, and I know, that these charges are completely and wholly unfounded. He's not running, he's not hiding, he came back immediately when informed about these charges, and he is as irate as I am and everybody else who knows anything about the history of these accusers. Anybody who knows anything about the history of the investigators and the axes they have to grind knows that these charges not only are categorically untrue, but they're driven by two things: money and revenge. And we will prove that. Thank you very much.
Filed formal charges, a felony criminal complaint against Mr. Jackson.
The felony complaint involves 9 counts. 7 counts of 288A in violation of California Penal Code, commonly known as child molestation, and 2 counts in violation of Penal Code Section 222 that involves administering an intoxicating liquor to a child for the purpose of committing a felony. Those are the 9 counts. In addition to that, there are several special allegations that have been alleged, some of which all of which the jury will have before them, and the findings could make Mr. Jackson ineligible for probation and could substantially affect the amount of time that he could spend incarcerated if the findings are found true.
But what about that leaked document from the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services, which virtually cleared Jackson of abusing the same boy last February?
To call that an investigation is a misnomer. It was an interview. Plain and simple, and that's all it was, and we're not concerned about it in terms of any impact on our case.
Jackson gave a wave when he was released after booking. He's scheduled for arraignment in January.
Whatever happens in a court of law, Michael Jackson's life and career as an international superstar has been playing out for years in the court of public opinion. CBS's Bill Whitaker examines the personal and professional impact of this latest chapter in the Michael Jackson story.
Michael Jackson has fascinated the public almost his entire life. He dazzled as a child with the voice, the moves that would propel him and his brothers from Gary, Indiana to international stardom as the Jackson 5. He soared even higher solo and catapulted to the stratosphere with his mega hit Thriller, the biggest selling studio album of all time. Hailed the king of pop, he was walking on the moon.
He was an idol. He was an innovator. He was one of the great musicians of all time.
His adoring fans forgiving, even entranced by his growing weirdness, his changing face and skin color. But one can only survive in such rarefied atmosphere for so long. As his fans grew up, Jackson never did. His world tours and CD sales slumped and fell off the charts after the first suggestion of child molestation. As his career declined, his bizarre behavior grew. The king of pop, now a kind of freakish sideshow, known as much for his reconstructed nose as his music.
At this point, he's over $200 million in debt. In order to pay off everything he owes right now, he would have to earn in the next few years about $400 million, and that's not going to happen.
Late today, CBS announced it is postponing a planned Jackson TV special. The only original song on his just-released and poorly performing CD is entitled One More Chance. Tonight, that sounds more like a plea. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Los Angeles.